Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 8:15 on Monday evening, the 3rd of April. A cold enough evening. I was out there, I was in town getting a few bits, and you would need the jacket on you. You wouldn't go with the shirt. Well, I wouldn't anyway. The young crowd might. But we took a few pound off them today again. It's nice to start off on a Monday, I always say, and take a few pound off them. It gives us momentum for the week. It's grand on a Monday not to be on the giving away side. So I hope it's as lucky for us next Monday. The Grand National will be on. It'd be nice to be having a winning day in Fairy House. A few newcomers on the bus. Dar Pat, Martin Valentine, Gabe, Pádraig Crehan, Anthony Culhane, David Gaynor was on over the weekend, Dean 173, Pete Doyle and Marcus Stewart. The horses today, Ansam was first off. Drifted from an opening show of 11-4 out to 130 and 7-2. All the money was for Bob Hope, no hope. But change of tactics, and straight away I says, why isn't he gone to the front? Because he always front runs. So they had their homework done, and Adam Wedge gave it a grand ride, and he drifted out to 6-1 in running, and I couldn't know why, because I was saying he was going well and he was jumping well. He made no error at all, and he pulled away and he done it well enough indeed. Bob Hope died away. Who stood on for a second? The Wolf, was it? But he's a good little horse, that Ansam, and the cut in the ground suited. As I was saying last night, the twice that he sort of was backed away a bit was when there was good ground. Those black Sam Bellamy's, they like a bit of cut. I was having a chat with a man about that the last couple of days. I think we've one of his for tomorrow as well again. And Hardy Fella, I thought he was all over a winner coming around the turn for home, and I was wondering why did he push him up. But I thought, well, he's just that confident. But he found nothing. He traded odds on in running to be a grand little double. And then the last one there today, drifted out to 15-2. Boiled over before the start and didn't settle, but ran on for second at 52. That'll win a race before long as well. They weren't going fast enough for it. Finished off well. And I had the forecast marked out, but I got a phone call. I was on the phone and forgot about it then. But anyway, made a few pound anyway, that's the main thing. Where are we? Get out of the way. I found it very difficult tomorrow. So the first time there was absolutely no tracker horse running tomorrow, and I had a few picked out, and they're gone short. But we might do a double. One is a black Sam Bellamy horse. Where's his bloody yoke? William Phillo. Now this is as one-paced as you will get, but it's stepping up to 3-2 for the first time. It won in Fontwell at 33-1, and he's about 5th as we watch this here. He's in red, and he must have traded massive in running betting, because he's in red and back to bit of the way. And this was over 2 miles 5.5.
The outside of Marucci from top draw and with pleasure. On towards the third last. Nashville Nipper in the centre. $60 more on the inside. Sekalka is ridden away from that flight. Then Henschke. And then behind these is Zulu Dawn, now being ridden hard from William Philo. Samir has been kept very wide all the way by Mark Goldstein, and is making some ground now as Nashville Nipper and Sekelkan open up ahead of the field, about 5 lengths to Henschke. Then behind these, William Philo runs on a bit. Then Samir, although still wide round this bend. $60 more is fading away. Zulu Dawn's been under pressure a long time, and the others look well beaten off. Heading towards the second last, and it's Nashville Nipper, who's been on the sharp end all the way. Top weight here of 11 stone 12 under Tom Cannon. Jumps this well. Sekelkan had a little bit of a stumble on landing. Henschke is third on the right. And then William Philo running on with the white blaze, moving into third now at the final flight. Nashville Nipper asked up, came up well. William Philo is the one that's staying on well with Henschke on the far side. They make their way on this longish run in on the hurdles course. Nashville Nipper being worn down by William Philo and by Henschke on the far side. William Philo coming through. Henschke far side. Nashville Nipper on the near side, and it's William Philo who's going to finish off the best. William Philo and Sam Twiston Davis.
Sammy Tristan Davis, but I love the way he changed his legs there in the last 100 yards. He had plenty left in the tank. That was over 2.5 and a bit. The last day he went chasing then, and he fell. Second time he ran on over chase. He got bumped at the. I was looking at the video. He got bumped sort of at the 6th, and then he fell at the 11th. To give him 2 sort of confidence boosting runs then in over hurdles. Then they stuck him back over fences again at 3 miles. Well, it's just short, 100 yards short of 3 miles. But he was staying on again.
And also there's Salma Desbois as well. Walking My Shoes is also pulled up as they race to the top of the home straight. Gallop, Dubosc and Charlie Price has always been right in the firing line, and he turns off the home corner with a 2.5 lengths lead to Imperial Hurricane towards the inner. On the outside, Mr. Katanga, Imperial Joe, the red jacket of William Philo. Jamie Moore is bringing through Rock of Star, but he made a bad blunder there. Then King's Cracker Tara. Ballybreen is in behind those as they move on towards the final open ditch. Salma Desbois, Jean Genie and Patient Owners last of all. Over the ditch, Gallop de Boss came up again. He landed in front from Imperial Hurricane the far side. Rock of Star recovering from that error, going off in pursuit of the front 2. Then William Philo, Imperial Joe, King's Kakatara still running on. Oh, Gallop du Boss barely took off at that one. He ploughed through it, and here's Rock of Star and Jamie Moore coming through on the near side. Imperial Hurricane back in third as they jump 2 out. Rock of Star, he landed 2 lengths clear with his ears pricked from Gallop du Bosc. Imperial Hurricane back in third, then William Philo, King's Cracker Tara, and then Imperial Joe at the last. Rock of Star over by 3 to Gallop de Bosc. Imperial Hurricane, William Philo trying to run on in behind those, but it's Rock of Star clear on the run to the line. He's going to win over fences here at the 5th attempt for Jamie Moore and Alexandra Dunn, and his 2nd career win is another one here at Chepstow. Rock of Star beat.
He's like myself, he only has the 1 gear now. There's another Black Sam Bellamy in the race. But I thought tomorrow he's short though. I didn't know what price he'd be. 6 to 5. Could double him with a horse in the 7 o'clock at Southwell. Mountain Song opened up 5 to 2. It has 3 seconds. Beaten by a nose once, but he was ahead of and traded odds on in a couple of those. But they were all 10 furlongs, 9.5, 9.5. And this is back to a mile. And William Buick riding him for the first time. I think he should do the business tomorrow.
Kia runs 4th. The other 3 are all firmly off the bridle. The pace is lifting. They've got just over a quarter of a mile to go. Mountain Song from Cloudbreaker brightly being produced around the outside. Crack of Light is running on as Telekia weakens, and 4 of them are clear at the top of the home straight with just over a furlong to go. Mountain Song the leader, with Crack of Light trying to launch a challenge on the inside. Brightly only a length back in third, then Cloudbreaker. Mountain Song from Crack of Light, a determined challenge, hits the front inside the final half furlong. Crack of Light will win going away. Crack of Light has got home.
He got outstayed in a couple of his runs, but Buick I think should be able to do the business tomorrow night. He opened up 5-2 into 15-8, 7-4 there. So the horse there, Too Much, he has beaten that already. Too Much was 4 lengths behind him on level weights. Yeah, he was 4 lengths behind him level weights, and he's only getting he's only getting £2 this time, so that could be a double. And there's a horse that opened at 8-1 earlier. It's in the Tantastic. It's rated 57. This is the lowest ever it has been. Started off handicapping of 69. Which is with Brian Ellison. I went to John Wainwright then. It has 1 of 60 on the go and 61 on the go. It hasn't won on the grass, on turf, but it's only ran 8 times. And the way it's bred for cutting the ground. It's by Mason out of an acclamation mare. An acclamation, they love cutting the ground. And the last time he ran was on Sunday. And this was only the first time that he encountered soft ground heavy in places. And he's back like a couple of days later.
In behind them, races with high
on the very right
towards the back,
in the blue
and
yellow.
Destiny, and they've scorched past halfway. They're back towards the final 2, and it's Spoof and Alec Volkansky in front, leading by a length to Majeski Man. Burj Malinka kept going. Tantastic on the right, Prospect on the left. High Opinion trying to burst through, but up front it continues to be Spoof, who's made all so far. Inside the final furlong they go. Spoof being attacked by Burj Malinka and Tantastic from the back. Little Muddy's getting going fast and late, but it's Spoof still there inside the final half furlong. Spoof's going to go pillar to post, or is he? Little Muddy's trying to mow him down. They hit the line tight. Little Muddy might have got there to Spoof. Burj Malinka behind.
That might have ripened him up for tomorrow. That's all I could see at Thirsk tomorrow. I went through all of the races. It opened up 8s with 365 into 6s. Of course, the other ones just chalk up to 4-1, but that'll drift again in the morning. Back at each way, there's 5 places. It's Monday. What happens on a Monday? We're singing our song. It was on a dreary October's day as the rain fell to the ground. I was leaving dear old Ireland, to the US I was bound. My friends and neighbours, they gathered round, good luck on me they wished, and I bid farewell to Longford and my native town Drumleash. My father as we parted said, my son, be always true. Be honest and be truthful, whatever you may do. My mother's eyes were filled with tears as from me she stole a kiss. And she said, remember Longford and your native town Drumleash. In dreams I see your valleys green, Loch Allen's lovely shore, and the ancient hills of sweet Drumart, where the purple heather grows. I dreamt I saw old Cornhill, Granard and Phillo, way down in our sleepy vales and moors the Shannon waters flow.
Some day I will return again to dear old Erin's shore, and I'll bid adieu to America, my rambling days are o'er. My friends will greet me with a smile, my mother with a kiss, and I'll end my days in Longford Inn, my native town Drumleash. And I'll end my days in Longford and my native town Drumleash. Bash the bookies over and out. Up Longford.